Plantain is a food that is enjoyed in many different parts of the world. A lot of people like it stewed in a meat dish. Some people like it mixed in with some kind of a starch. But I have to say the most common method of cooking plantain is frying it in a pan that is sizzling with a lot of oil. The problem with that is that it adds a lot of unnecessary fat to an otherwise healthy, wholesome piece of fruit. You know, my friend from Jamaica tells me that he likes his plantain boiled. The problem with that is that boiling leaves all the nutrition in the water, and very few people tend to use that water that they boil the plantain with. So rather we end up throwing away water that is packed with a lot of nutrition and eating a piece of fruit that has a lot of the nutrition removed from it. In my kitchen, I enjoy my plantain roasted. It's simple, it's easy, it cuts the fat that you're using basically into quarters, and it's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to show you how to do it. First thing is you want to get a plantain. Choose a plantain that is kind of dark and has spots on it. I know usually this would be a plantain that you're like, ugh, I'm not buying that. But for roasting, this is the absolute perfect plantain. So you want to go ahead and get this plantain. The other option, you know, that you might see in the shop is this green one here. And it's kind of green and yellow. It doesn't look quite ready. This is not the perfect plantain for roasting because it does not have the ripeness and the sweetness that we want when we're roasting. So I'm going to put this aside, save it for another day. So I'm going to go ahead and prep it. Okay, I already had some plantain cut up over here. So I'm going to go ahead and add the little bit I just cut into here. Add maybe about 2 tablespoons of oil to it. Now, a lot of people are probably looking at me and saying, wait a minute, she just added oil, but she said she's gonna make it low fat. Okay, you need the oil because that's what's gonna add to the cooking process and make it nice and crispy and golden. But we're using a fraction of the oil as we would if we were actually going to go ahead and serve the plantain fried in a lot of oil. So here's the plantain. You know, you just want to toss it a little bit. Some people like to add salt to it. I'm not a big proponent of salt, so I basically do not do that. Next, we're going to prepare our baking sheet. Let me just wash my hands. Now, in order to prepare the baking sheet, there's several things that you can do. You can either use the same oil that you used, but I like to use a cooking spray. If you don't have a cooking spray, it's okay to go ahead and use the oil. So add just a little bit of the cooking spray and go ahead and arrange the plantain on a baking sheet. Okay. I like to add it in single rolls without layering a lot of it on top, only because that allows it to cook and even out the cooking. It gives it a nice brown, rich color and actually allows it to caramelize really beautifully. Okay, our next step basically is to take our arranged plantain into the oven. Here we go. We're going to cook our plantain in an oven that has been preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and let it cook in there for about 20 minutes. We'll be back in 20 minutes and we'll see how our plantain is doing. Our plantain has been cooking for about 20 minutes now and it's all ready to be served. It smells absolutely gorgeous in here. Look at that. Nice, crispy, brown, and caramelized. I got it right, caramelized. You don't get this look from simply frying it and just cooking it. We're kind of getting our whole nutrition from the plantain without the added salt and leaving all the nutrients in the water that we cooked it in. It's just simply delicious, simple, and good to eat. I'm actually going to serve this as a snack. I'm not even going to wait for dinner. It smells that good. Oopsie, get that guy on there. I'm going to call my boys. It's time to eat. Boys, let's eat.